Oh, hello, Nora.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Well, I'm good. We're doing a testimonial, so it's one of the better things to do. Okay, so Nora attended my VIP event in LA, and she got some amazing results after that. So today we're celebrating that, obviously. And I want to ask you, Nora, before we start or starting, what have you done before you came to me? What have you invested in your business and in yourself to try to make it work? And tell a little bit about you, where you come from, how much money you made, what the situation was, and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so before I found you, I actually worked with some other coaches. I think I invested in two other group programs and some other self-study programs as well. So I would say that I invested around probably 20K before I found you. And my background is in finance, but I also have a spa. And I wanted to coach spa and salon owners on how to grow their businesses. Um, and yeah, so I had some clients, and I was basically, so I was getting some clients, but it was a really slow growth. So I didn't make that much progress in 1 year. So I was very happy to find you because when I listened to your videos and when I was reading your posts, it was a totally different world. So yeah, that's why I joined your LA event.
All right, cool. But how was that struggle for you? Did you try to get a lot of clients? What did you do? What did you try to do? Or what was you told? Or what were you told to do to get the result? Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty much doing everything, and I tried everything. Like I did to get clients, I did 5-day challenges. I have a Facebook group. I did Facebook ads. I did webinars, email marketing. What else? Facebook lives, posting on social media. So I was quite busy, but I felt that compared to how many things I was doing, I wasn't really getting the results that I was looking for.
Yeah. Were you around, what was your income? Was it like 4,000-ish per month?
Yeah,
Ish?
around that. Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, everybody, like, listen to this. It was around $4,000. You come to my event, you pay like $7,000 to go to the VIP version of my event. Nora tells me, I have never ever heard of anybody selling 50K sales or 100K sales, like ever in her entire life. And literally after these 3 days, she goes and she closed a 50K sale, or a 10-month 50K sale, which is like a 15K sale for 3 months. Literally after, a week, or I don't know, something
Yeah.
like that, which is an extraordinary leap from $4,000, and the total of the month is like 53 because you're doing
Yes.
sales
Hmm.
on top of that. I don't know, that's more than like 10 times. It's more than 10 times, or I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like 12 times, or I don't know, something like that. It's a crazy higher leap. So what changed for you in your words?
Yeah, well, everything changed how I look at myself, how I look at my work. Like I took a 180 turn. Um, yeah, it's what I was told before I joined your LA event. Um, I could see that I was basically following the wrong strategy. Shall I talk about that or?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I was basically, I thought that I should target people who are kind of like one step behind me or a couple of steps behind me. And the problem with that was that basically I was targeting people who were just starting out, or who didn't have an established business, and they didn't have much money to invest in their business. So I was kind of like always struggling with this to explain my value, and what I would bring to the table with these clients, because they were not used to investing in their businesses. So when they met me, they were nervous about investing in their business. So I was always struggling with sales calls because of this. That was one of the reasons. And I think the other reason was that I didn't look at my work as something unique. And what I realized in LA and on our VIP day is that my work is really unique, and nobody does Facebook advertising, because that's what I do. So Facebook advertising, nobody does Facebook advertising as I do. So that was a big realization, and it gave me a boost of confidence. And basically that's how I could close these clients in just like 1 week after the LA event.
So, and that's fantastic. But what happened in your brain when
I just lost the sound.
Oh, you lost the sound?
Sorry. Yeah, now it's back.
It's back. Okay, cool. Because what I'm gonna say is pretty huge now. But what happened in your brain when you said like 50K sales, totally impossible, never heard of it, to actually literally go and close it? What changed in your brain for the actual 50K fee? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the confidence, because I was like that. Nobody can do Facebook advertising the way I can do. So I kind of saw how the client would make a return. And that gave me the confidence, because if nobody can do it the way I would do it, then it makes total sense for them to pay this amount.
Woohoo! And that is the essence of what we're doing. Let me explain a little bit more from my perspective what we have been doing, because what I'm really, really good at is seeing what people are really meant to do, but also where you're at. You know, right now you do Facebook ad strategies and everything, but Nora didn't really see what about it was her, because there's like hundreds or thousands of Facebook ad strategies, but what is she doing in there that's her, that's authentic, that cannot be copied, that's going to bring the most results? And when we went into that and she started to see it exactly as she's saying, it made total sense why someone would actually pay her the cash, and so they do, right? Which is exactly what happens, which is the best strategy if you want to close high-end sales, if you want to do this. It doesn't, talking about Facebook ads, it doesn't matter if you do Facebook ads if you don't know what you're doing. And even you know that selling Facebook ads, if your clients are not clear about what they're doing, or they're confident or think it's unique, the Facebook ad is literally not going to convert, right? The same way as when they are, right? So it was all about for Nora to perceive herself as unique motherfucker, instead of just coming there like, well, I do Facebook ads and you know, I don't really know what I'm doing a little bit, you know, to like, so her, what I call like her beast is born. Super confidence, that I can wake her up in the middle of the night and she's like, yep, I'm the best. I know exactly what I'm doing. There's no insecurities. We don't need to do mindset after that, because she doesn't have any mindset issues. You don't have to sit, you know, and like talk yourself into how good you are or that you deserve it. You know that you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
And this is just the beginning for us anyways, you know. We will go way, way, way deeper, deeper, and deeper, but you will see how much you can do from just 3 days of understanding, you know, I kind of rock, and you rock in your unique way. Which is the whole point. And I also think part of this is me seeing that where you're at in your brain, it's not where someone else is at. Because you can be really, really good at what you do and not understand what you do, but the fee can be too high or too low or whatever it is. And I think for you it was just the perfect thing, the perfect amount of confidence in Beverly Hills. I think that also helped a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
It does. With knowing what to do in the sales calls too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And before that, it's interesting because I was always super nervous before sales calls. Like, and I was told that I should do these visualizations and mantras and meditation and, you know, these mindset tools or techniques, but they didn't really help, to be honest. Yeah. But after the LA event, I was so surprised that I don't feel nervous at all before sales calls. And if I get objections, which I don't get so often anymore, but if I get objections, it's like, I'm like, bring it, because I know how to answer them and I know how to handle them. So it's not like I get an objection and I don't know what to say, because I know what to say. And these are not these, because I did other sales trainings before, and basically they gave me a set of answers. Like if they have objections about the money, you should say this. But I used to do that and it didn't work. And now, because I have this confidence, I can answer or handle these objections in a much more authentic way. And that's why I can also close the sales calls, because it's, you know, it's authentic and people can feel that.
Perfect. It's like you don't need a script.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't really know who you are, know what the fuck you do. You don't need anybody to sit there and like follow like a, you know, crazy person the script.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have enough confidence and trust in yourself that you know what to do whenever that happens. I think that is absolutely key.
Yeah.
And something that will just grow, because the next step now is just like no objections at all. No, we don't even need to handle them because they're not there.
Yeah.
That is essentially the next step. All right. So do you, what do you think is the biggest difference between what we are doing now and what you did? What's like the number one thing that stands the most out to you?
Well, it's also for me, like once I understood my process and my uniqueness, for me, I would say that made the biggest difference. Because now I see how I stand out, and basically I can communicate this, and this gave me the boost of confidence.
Yeah, I will think so too. And for everybody listening, that is the key. The first thing you need to do in business, it's not like mantras or mindset or emotional coaching. It's figuring out what the hell you do, be best at it, make a lot of money, and then you can do all this other thing. And that's basically what we did with you. Because we didn't do, I literally taught marketing at this event. It was just marketing, and then it was the VIP where we go into, you know, your process, what you're doing. It was no mindset, as in, you know, healing the past or blah. In fact, Nora actually asked me if you didn't have to focus on the emotions, and I was like, okay, this is fine. You can still sell, because when you're at this point, you don't need to. It will come later. It comes later. But what do you want to say for anybody that is making around like $4,000, $5,000 per month, and they think there's no way I can do a 50K month, like boom, like that? What do you want to say to those?
Well, go to Charlotte's event or work with Charlotte, basically, because for me that made the difference. So,
how was that for you? Did you ever imagine that you were going to come away with a 50K month?
No.
What were your expectations?
Well, maybe double my investment. So I invested, shall I mention how much I invested? Yeah, so I invested 7K in the event. So I was expecting that maybe I would make like 14K, 15K, something like that. But even not in a few months or in the next month or something like that. So not immediately. That was the other thing that surprised me.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You just jumped up to 53 in like a week or something, and now you have a $5,000 current payment. Is that how you said? Yeah.
Yes.
The client, and that's the other thing I want to say to everybody. She now got like $5,000, $6,000 cash, and it's recurring every month. So she has set herself up for a much more pleasurable experience, where you don't have to hunt sales all the time. Obviously, we want the cash to be higher as we go, but from where you were going from 4K, probably not everything of that were cash. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah. So now we're actually going up. All right. Is there anything else you want to say, or are you happy?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I invested. I was a bit nervous before I invested. I'm not saying it was my biggest investment, but for 3 days, I was like 7K for 3 days, plus the travel expenses. But yeah, I'm so happy that I did invest. So I would highly recommend that to anyone else as well.
All right. Perfect. Me too. All right. Thank you so much, Nora.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Bye.
Bye.